Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedrat Noach. In the beginning of the work known as Pirkei Avos, the Mishnah records that there were 10 generations from Adam to Noach. There were full 10 generations between these two great men to show how great God's patience was with mankind. Every one of these generations provoked God continually until God brought the flood upon them. In his commentary to this Mishnah, Rashi explained that when God was patient with the generations of sinners that caused the flood, God's patience was designed to give the people a chance to repent. Instead of wiping the people out, God gave them 10 generations to change their ways. At the end of this week's Sedra, the Torah lists the verse, "The Lord said, 'Let my spirit not quarrel forever concerning man, because he is also flesh, and his days shall be 120 years.'" In his commentary on this verse, Rashi echoes his comments that we just read to the Mishnah on Pirkei Avos. "Until 120 years I will delay my anger towards them, but if they do not repent, I will bring a flood upon them." Rashi explained that Hashem gave the generation of the flood 120 years to repent. How were the people supposed to know that a flood was coming and that they were supposed to repent? The Medrash explained that Hashem had told Noach to build the ark in public, where people would see his project. Naturally, the people would ask Noach what he was doing. Upon being confronted with the prospect of being annihilated because of their sinful ways, the people should awaken and repent. God allowed 120 years for this process to take place. Rashi's explanation makes sense, because as we know, God has no emotions. It is impossible for God to experience anger. When man demonstrates patience, it is in the face of anger which tries his patience. When man overcomes his anger, he is called patient. If there is no anger, man isn't being patient. He is just a calm person. Since God doesn't experience anger, his patience can't be literal patience, but rather it must be a state that man would describe as patience. Patience of God is how man describes when man deserves a punishment, but God allows the opportunity to repent and avoid God's punishment. Although Adam and Chava were punished by being banned from Gan Eden, the flood, is the first time that man as an entity is punished. In truth, as soon as the individual in society sins and thereby rebels against God, they deserve to be destroyed. What right does man, who is nothing in comparison to God, have to disobey their Creator? It is only because God understands man's nature and allows man to repent that man survives. Yet, at times, man can go too far and never repent. Their sin is now double. On the one hand, they've committed whatever sin they've committed. On the other hand, they've lost the opportunity to repent, a gift from God. That's exactly what happened to the generation of the flood, after a 120-year chance. Shabbat Shalom.